Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today as usual. Got a bunch of headlines for you guys today. I am sure you're going to love it. Make sure to smash the likes and subscribe and leave an obligatory supportive comment down below to help support the channel. And at the end of the video, got a quick little announcement that I think some of you guys may be interested in as a potential little side hustle, a decentralized side hustle provided by me. So stay tuned for that. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. We're not really going to talk about price today. Not really much to talk about. You want to take a look at the 15-minute chart? There you go. It's not looking the greatest, but you go back to the daily. We're moving in the right direction, priming for the launch to fill these gaps over here. All right, first one, guys. Ripple slamming Gary Gensler on Twitter. Stuart Alderoty, general counsel at Ripple, says, I would rethink the logic of saying that crypto markets have to succumb to SEC jurisdiction, because that's like saying drivers of electric cars don't need seatbelts. It's actually more like punishing electric car drivers because they don't use SEC-owned and controlled gas stations. So in an attempt for, having good relations with the public, Gary Gensler has started his cute little series of what's it called here? I'm gonna mute this. I don't want to hear the fish head's voice. But it's like the little cool little animations, office hours with Gary Gensler. He's starting his own little kind of webinar thing that he posts on Twitter every month or so about his general insights on cryptocurrency and why he's a great man and not a terrible leader that is overlooking tremendous corruption in his own agency. And the hilarious thing is, guys, I'm not going to, play this 3-minute video and have you guys watch it to understand why Ripple is slamming him. But he basically just, the quote here is, we have rules in our capital markets to safeguard market integrity and protect against fraud and manipulation. If a company builds a crypto market that protects investors and meets the standard of our market regulations, people will more likely have greater confidence in that market. Basically saying, whole cryptocurrency market needs to be regulated by the SEC and succumb to SEC jurisdiction, even though no one has ever given the SEC any jurisdiction over cryptocurrency. And the funny thing is that whenever, the government likes to bring up that crypto needs to be regulated because of the fraud, manipulation, and the Ponzi schemes. Well, yeah, that's right, but why the hell do you go after a billion-dollar Silicon Valley tech startup Ripple, who's changing the globe and disrupting the international banking system and allowing families overseas to send money back home at a fraction of the cost and fraction of the speed? Why are you going after them? That's my question. Why are you going after and attacking genuine, responsible crypto companies that are trying to make good change to the world through digital assets? I understand there's your fair share of fraud, manipulation, and I mean, the funny thing about the manipulation part, dude, is every freaking market is manipulated. What? Forex, silver, gold, stocks. It's all manipulated. I love how they like to point the fingers at cryptocurrency and say, like, oh, look over there. That is so manipulated. Well, yeah, you're right, but so is everything else. Every single market has the whales, and the whales are going to move the market in the way they would like to move it. That's just a reality. You can't say just because a market's regulated means there's no manipulation. You think there's no manipulations in stocks? Okay? Like with Tesla and that insane bull run that thing had. You know what was happening? There was very mysterious buying happening of incredibly on-the-money call options, like tons of contracts being bought, which I'm not going to get into the specifics of how that works on the back end because I don't fully understand it, but basically it was incredibly like 0.0001% chance profit options contracts, and a ton of them were being bought. And I remember reading somewhere on, the Real Tesla subreddit that caused essentially when the contracts go to expire and, the people on the other side of the contract have to buy shares to fulfill the needs of the contract, it causes the price to get pushed up. So again, there's another example of, okay, yeah, it's regulated, but that doesn't mean it's not manipulated. I just love the pointing fingers at cryptocurrency. Like, oh, that's the manipulated one. That's the bad one. No, dude, everything's manipulated. Like, you don't think the housing market's been manipulated before? Back in 2008, they're handing out freaking loans like candy. No credit checks, no verification, giving out loans like it's like it's cotton candy on a Sunday at a carnival. Like they're just giving them out. And what did that do? That artificially inflated the housing market, brought it to a great collapse. And funny enough, speaking from today, the market prices are pretty much back to what they were in 2008. So, guys, great to see Ripple slamming Gary Gensler here. I just think it's so cute how Gary Gensler has his nice little, animator that he's paying for his, look at little office hours with Gary Gensler. And then the whole time, I'm not going to play the audio, but the whole time he's talking, you can see his eyes repeatedly go left to right, left to right, left to right. He's like reading off of a script. This is not even what he's thinking. What I appreciate about, people making videos, and the whole point of someone making a video on YouTube is like people giving their honest opinion and going off the spot on a hot mic on exactly what they're thinking. That's why the traditional news stations and mainstream media, that's why they're kind of dying off, because it's all just scripted and control what they say. And that's why there's such a boom in, cryptocurrency YouTubers, because what do most of us do? I mean, I know some of us will, record in parts and chop it up and, do little edits and add some commentary. But most of us, what do? We just go into OBS, hit start recording, and we just go on a freaking rant for like 20 minutes saying exactly what we're thinking. Not what Gary Gensler's doing. I mean, look right here. Just focus on his eyes. Focus on his eyes glancing at the teleprompter. I mean, it's obviously not what he's thinking. He's just trying to have some sort of attempt at good relations with the public because of the absolute loss in faith of the SEC. All right. Next one, guys. Wrath Economy here. This guy posts a lot of great stuff usually, mostly to do with like PDF documents and slides and whatnot. To piggyback off of X Anderson's ODL thread, Tranglo has recently published a flowchart on their website that is very instructive about how they use ODL now and therefore XRP. Notice the licensee wallet is held by Ripple. This has been a big thing that XRP YouTubers in the YouTube search algorithm have been talking about lately, which is the ODL line of credit is kind of booming, and people are getting excited about it because that's bringing essentially more coverage, because they can now leverage Ripple's XRP to make a transaction. And in a sense, they never even really have to touch the XRP from what I'm seeing. And this is what I think is behind the Ripple's liquidity hub, which is themselves becoming their own exchange and offering lending to these financial institutions to run remittances, cross-border transactions overseas. Because now it's like, hey, you yourself don't have to have a Ripple wallet. Hey, we can offer you a line of credit. And, dude, people are getting stoked about it. So how on-demand liquidity works to Tranglo. You got remittance licensee's XRP wallet account, remittance licensee, who is Ripple, to Tranglo, and then Tranglo's USD crypto exchange, XRP USD. Let's keep getting through this thread here by Wrath Economy. Here's the steps. Collated from the scrolling box, a customer makes their request to Tranglo and then pulls XRP from their licensee's Ripple-held wallet and then exchanged via Tranglo's exchange account for fiat and into their Tranglo wallet. Note how significant it is the customer does not have to hold XRP in this schema. There is no volatility risk as Ripple holds the XRP and Tranglo pulls it to find fiat liquidity, which is thus lessening the risk perception from these financial institutions and gigantic banks. Because there's always going to be that stigma around crypto, like, the volatility, oh my God, it's so crazy sometimes and it goes up 20%, down 20%. Well, yeah, if you're running everything through Ripple, and Ripple can do everything on the XRP side in 4 seconds, what volatility happens in 4 seconds? What kind of volatility actually happens in 4 seconds? So I imagine Ripple's essentially giving full 100% guaranteed coverage of, hey, you use us to pull your XRP, fiat liquidity. We pretty much cover you 100% on any volatility, which is very interesting to me. So here's the original thread, a big question to answer. Does the Tranglo customer even ever actually own the XRP in the Ripple wallet? Does Tranglo, or are customers only paying to lease Ripple's XRP, which is why the Ripple escrow could be a fucking huge thing in the future when it comes to central banks. Essentially leasing out the XRP, loaning out the XRP for, micro amounts of time. Fucking Ripple's getting really smart here, guys. Like Ripple, it's like Ripple never has like some big gigantic, oh my God, excuse my language, there's kids in the room, turn down the volume or whatever, tell them to get out. But excuse my language, but Ripple has never done a thing where it's like, okay, actually, fuck this. What we're doing right now sucks. We're going to do this instead. Not like Ethereum where it's like, oh, yeah, proof of work working great. Okay, actually, screw this. It can't scale. It's terrible. Transaction fees are crazy. We're getting made fun of on Twitter for $400 transaction fees to buy a picture of a cat. And then now they're trying to completely merge the blockchain over into proof of stake. What I respect about Ripple is that they're never changing the main marathon. They're sticking on that same path for the main marathon. But as they're going along the marathon, they realize, hey, we're doing this great thing here, but what if we branch off a little bit and add in a little bit of this sauce into the business, which is the ODL line of credit and companies leasing Ripple's XRP, which again, from the financial institution perspective, lessens the risk in their opinion, okay? Because they bring that to the shareholders of like, oh, okay, so we can like use the crypto, but we're using somebody else's crypto, and we're only essentially dealing in fiat, but leveraging Ripple's wallet, leasing the XRP, but we actually never own it. We don't get subject to any of the volatility and the risk. But then again, that's why Ripple has accumulated $1.7 billion of XRP in Q2 2022. Okay, I think Ripple's got a really fucking smart plan going on here with this ODL line of credit, the Ripple Liquidity Hub, the absolute war chest of XRP they have in their, wallets and escrow, where they are really devising a fucking brilliant strategy to basically show these companies and banks and central banks, hey, you don't have any risk. We will manage all the XRP for you. We will give you lines of credit. You can lease our XRP to leverage the velocity of this. It's brilliant, guys. There's further flexibility with lines of credit Ripple can offer in this setup. You can fund cross-border transactions at a low cost without cash on hand when Ripple hands XRP to Triangular to exchange for you. Who assumes the default risk in this? Triangular Ripple. And this is just payments. It's interesting to wonder how Ripple is integrating this kind of wallet schematic within their Crypto Liquidity Hub 2, one interface to support multiple liquidities. They don't use the Crypto Liquidity Hub for fiat payments, but the move towards hosted wallets puts them at the nexus of a lot of liquidity for customers behind one interface. As it scales, this could have profound implications. All right, guys, very great thread by Wacthing in here. So that, guys, is pretty much the first video for today. We'll be coming out with a second one here. Got one last thing to talk to you guys about, though. As you guys know, way back when, like 2018, 2019, I was running my own XRP News article website. And please, right now, go to Twitter and follow the Twitter account, the XRP Daily. Luckily enough, I still do own the domain, thexrpdaily.com. But what happened was my hosting membership with an unnamed hosting provider that I'm not going to say because I don't want people to know what I'm hosting on in case there's some weird hack that someone can do. But essentially, the hosting I was paying for expired 4 months ago, and that wiped all the data and all the articles on the site. But I'm rebuilding the XRP Daily to be much more minimalist, much more mobile device focused instead of desktop. And we'll be bringing you guys multiple articles per day, throwing them out on Twitter, building up Google search engine SEO to put the good XRP news out there in the search engine. Really honestly disappointed with myself. I didn't stick with the XRP Daily. I don't know, all of a sudden one day just quit doing it and forgot about it. But I want to get back into it because I get all my YouTube done for the day, running the XRP Burst Watch 24/7, tweeting out daily, researching and stuff, and got a lot of time left over. I'm just wasting like video games and doing non-important things. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm just going to get the XRP Daily back up and running again. So currently I'm in a little bit of a limbo right now with like DNS servers, name servers, a new word I heard today, propagation or something that HostGator's trying to, fix all the effed up mess of the website so I can get it working again. So pretty much in the next few days here, we are going to be busting out multiple articles daily on the XRP Daily, because essentially what we do as XRP YouTubers on the YouTube videos here is that we just cram a bunch of information we found into one video, whereas these articles is like one piece of information, one article, straight to the point, quick, simple, get your information. And a proposition I have to make kind of like a decentralized side hustle for XRP holders, because a lot of you guys out there, OGs in the community, been around here for years, very knowledgeable in XRP, and you research daily anyways. I am thinking of, of course, I'm going to be writing my own articles and coming out with my own news, but if you have an article you would like to write for the XRP Daily, what I can do with WordPress is I can set up like a guest account, and you can publish a draft on the back end of WordPress of an article you want to write, and then I take a look at it. If I think it's a good article, a good thumbnail, good title, I'll go ahead and publish the article to the official website, then tweet out the article, and then in 48 hours compensate you for the ad revenue that was earned from that specific article. So thinking for a little decentralized XRP article side hustle for you guys, because a lot of you guys out there are freaking smart, man. Been around here for a long time, really smart people, researching daily, catching on information like hours before I even do. So I'm thinking about that, and I'll keep you guys posted, but make sure to follow the XRP Daily Twitter account. Going to start growing that. And yeah, if you guys are just interested and want to just, write a couple articles here and there, get you guys hooked up with a guest account, you sign in, publish a draft, message me about it, I'll take a look at it, throw it to the official site, cut you a big percentage of the ad revenue that is brought in from that article. So yeah, think about a little decentralized side hustle here for you guys. Appreciate you tuning in the video today, and smash the like, subscribe, obligatory supportive comment down below, hit those post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.